Are you ever putting a proposal together and you're like, ta-da, that's the number? And then you start walking it back. You just start cutting and tweaking and rolling and decreasing and making yourself a little bit smaller, a little bit more palatable, a little bit easier to say yes to. Well, stay tuned because we are going to talk through exactly how to stop rolling your worth back. Hi, I'm Sandra Funk, interior design entrepreneur turned business strategist. You can find me helping designers confidently run their businesses and stand in their space. I created Design Zips to give you access to my proven methods so you can transform your business too. If you're looking to take control over your business for a life full of balance, abundance, and joy, you've come to the right place. All right, we got a juicy designer question. Let's dig in. How do you all make sure you don't cave and keep your profit margins at least 40%? When will I learn? The mindset kicks in when I'm creating proposals and I lower my margin. I also do this if I compare my costs to what I find online, losing sight of the fact that I'm providing this service for my client. I just calculated I'm coming in around 30% on one of my jobs. So frustrated with myself. Okay, everybody, take a moment, go find a drink of choice. We're going to dig in on this one because it's juicy. Cheers. All right, let's start with the mindset. So you're getting in your own head, right? When will I learn? I'm caving. I'm creating proposals and I lower my margin. I'm comparing costs online. I'm losing sight of the fact that I provide a service. Yeah? We spend so much time second guessing our worth that it's not healthy. Also, we put our feelings about money on our pricing, thus projecting our pricing issues, feelings, situation onto our clients. Our clients do not feel about money, situation, bank account levels. It's not the same as what's going on for us. So don't make this about you. Let this be about your client. So one of the ways that I think really helps with this is that we have a situation where we price our services based on data, based on past accurate, real information. And so if you are pricing this next project based on actual time you spent on the project, actual total spent per square foot, actual numbers of what it took to get all the way through procurement, all the way through execution, all the way through to the final photographs of this job, to the final gift at the end, right? The whole thing. Then you stop being negotiable. And this doesn't even sound like your clients are pushing on you. You're pushing on you. So you stop you stop wavering. You stop letting your preconceived ideas about money, your fears, your story influence your pricing because you have data. So the first thing I can tell you is to come on over to the dark side, get the data, get the clarity and the confidence to price with accuracy so that you are no longer cutting off 10% right before you go to proposal for no reason at all, except for that your own anxiety is bubbling up, okay? When it comes to comparing costs online and pricing and doing all that whole dance, there is a better way. Let's have a sip of whatever it is your cocktail of choice, tea, coffee, water, wine, hard stuff. I don't know, you do you. But let's take a sip and just let that sink in, and then we're going to move into markup. Okay, so that was design fees, yeah? There's a better way we can be accurate. Now let's move into markup on product. So there is also a better way. Number one, stand in your space. When you are meeting with a potential client, talk to them about the fact that all purchasing and execution goes through your firm, okay? Say that right out loud. You are not comparing your pricing to online marketers because they are not to be comparing your pricing with online marketers because they are not buying from anyone but you. Let them know that your pipeline and your livelihood and your business is now engaged with them and committed to them. And therefore, they must be committed to you. That you are giving them 6 months, 18 months, 3 years of your professional life to make their project sing, that they must also commit to you that they will in fact follow through and purchase those goods through your firm. Do not hesitate to tell someone that this is how I make money. This is my business. This is my livelihood. This is how I put food on the table for my family. When someone thinks that you are a hobbyist or you're not serious or you're not in it for profit, they might think that you don't need that sale. When you tell them that you are in fact a businesswoman, that you are in business person, human, when you are in fact in business for profit, when you do contribute to your family's well-being financially, that changes the game. So don't tiptoe around that. There is so much tiptoeing around that. It is okay to be in business for profit. Period. Again, let's have a sip and think about that. It is okay to be in business for profit. Outwardly. This is not a .org. This is not a 501(c)(3). You are not doing charitable work here. Just because design is your love and your passion and your life does not mean you have to give it away. Cheers. Do you find yourself creating exceptional design work, yet still struggle to run the back end of your business? If so, check out my signature program, the Interior Design Standard, to unlock all the tools needed to transform your design firm. Everything you need to run a profitable business all in one place, from contracts and pricing calculators to templates and scripts. Take the leap and join designers across the world raising the bar for our entire industry by enrolling in the Interior Design Standard. Yes? Do we get that? Is that sinking in? Is the alcohol helping at all? Okay. I also want you to consider that there are techniques to make sure that you are not being shopped online. So, simple stuff. I only present via a mood board. I never present an individual item's image. Now, yes, someone can go in there and take an image of it and crop it and then Google image search it. And, it's like I always joke, I'm not going to live in fear. Like, if somebody breaks into my front picture window because it doesn't have bars on it, then you know what? Welcome in. Take what you want. We're going to get out of your way. You're clearly committed to robbing my house. Same thing. If a client is going to screenshot your mood board and crop in and Google search it and do all that work, say la vie. Go with God. You purchase online. You get the deepest discount you can find. Like, you deserve it. Good luck to you. And we're done here, right? Like, you've crossed a line that cannot be undone. But make it a little difficult for them to just real quick Google image search it, right? Make it a little bit harder for them to just accidentally stumble upon similar pricing online, okay? Fine. Also, in my contract, in my potential client process, I talk through with my potential clients that I price my services at the detail design level when it's time to purchase by room. Okay? And you cannot spring this on a client. This is not something that can be like, what do you mean you want the details? I priced it by room this time. It has to be something that's in your process and in the conversation that the client agrees to early on. But if you do this and you have that conversation and you tell them the story on why this is important to you, then there is no comparing for price, right? There is no taking the price that you're selling this lamp for that they happen to see in a catalog that comes to their house because they've been Googling around about interior design. So all of a sudden, all the interior design catalogs are going to be showing up at their house because Google is watching. So you want to make sure that you keep them out of that flow, both by saying, this is my livelihood, not giving them easy access to price comparisons, and consider pricing by room. The story that I tell when I'm talking to potential clients is, we are going to set a budget together. We are going to reconfirm it in conceptual design, line by line by line, example budget of what this looks like to make your layout, your floor plan, your aesthetic work, again, to the level of my portfolio. And then in detail design, I am going to price the project by room. And here's why. I am often going to steal from Peter to pay Paul, right? I am going to sometimes make the sofa the thing in this room. It is going to be exactly the depth that you need it to be, the arm that you want, the pillows that make this room sing. But because the sofa is going to be the thing, the end tables are going to be chill, and the rug is going to be a background player in this cast. So I am going to now I'm going to take creative license as an artist to take this budget and make magic. And I'm going to move things to, I'm going to make the sofa the feature, and therefore some other things are going to take more of a back seat, more of a supporting character role. So I'm going to pay more for that sofa, and it's going to last you, and it's going to be comfortable for years to come, etc. Okay, whatever the story is, it's the art, it's the wallpaper, it's the window treatments, it's the sofa. I don't care. You do you. But I want that creative license, right? Poets are allowed to truncate words and allowed to hyphenate things that really don't need to be hyphenated, or elongate syllables that really don't need to be elongated. You also need to be given creative license. You are making magic. You are making art. Don't lose sight of that. So when we tell them that story up front and they go, yeah, okay, that makes sense. As long as you come in on budget, there can be some wiggle. That's cool. Once you've had that conversation early on, there is no drama when you price a project by room. And then the added benefit is when all those catalogs show up at their home because they inevitably Googled interior design when they found you, they are not going, it's funny, those pendants look familiar and they were proposed at this price, but here they're on a final clearance sale for this price, right? And we all know that those pendants are like the knockoff version of what you're actually selling them at some basement discount thing. The world is weird and strange, but we need to protect ourselves, and there is a way. Okay, that was a lot of words to say all the things, but basically have a cocktail, phone a friend. We can get through this together. Stop taking money out of your own pocket, for crying out loud. You're not even getting pushback from the client. You're doing it to yourself, okay? We've got you. We are standing with you. Be strong, price fiercely, and have all the confidence that you need. Yeah? Okay, you guys, if you are wondering how to stop doubting yourself as an interior designer, theme much, then please stick with me, because we've got another episode coming your way and we're going to dig in.